Alright, you are welcome. So we now look at how we can solve cubic functions. Previously we looked at how we can factorize. So after factorizing, we just equate to 0 and then we can find the zeros for that function. So this one says solve x cubed minus 4x squared plus 5x minus 2 is equal to 0. So we do the same. We can try out some factors. So our answer will be as follows. Let's say the possible factors. We have x plus or minus 2, or let me say 1 is that like that, and x plus or minus 2. So we can try some factors. If we try x plus 1, we'll say the function f, the value for a is 1. This one, if we equate it to 0, to find the value for x, it will be negative. So we'll have negative 1. And then this is equal to, we feed it into the formula or the function, we'll have negative 1 power 3 minus 4 negative 1 squared plus 5 negative 1 minus 2. Then from there, this gives us, if we evaluate negative 1 minus, this one will be positive, so minus 4, plus this one is minus 5, and then minus 2. Then let's see what we are getting. This is negative 5. Here, let me just say minus 5. This is negative 5, negative 10, negative 12. Okay? So the negative 12 is a remainder. Now that remainder tells us it's not a factor. We can go for the next factor, x minus 1. And for this one, if we put minus 1 here, it means here it will be a positive 1. So we square, we cube it there, minus 4. 1 we square plus 5, 1 minus 2. Let's see what we get. That is 1 minus 4, and then plus 5 minus 2. Let's see what we are getting. This and that gives us a minus 3 minus 5. Okay, so this one basically will give us a 0, and that simply means x minus 1 is a factor. Of course, after you find this one factor, I'm now going to use a different method. So what we can do is we can use long division. So that is by saying x minus 1 as a factor, the one factor we found, then we can divide it into the original function, 4x squared plus 5x minus 2. So let's just divide. Here we will divide the x into x cubed. It will give us the x squared. Let me write it here so that those that have squares will just be in one line. If we multiply, it gives us x cubed, and then this times that is minus x squared. Then we can subtract. This is 0. That minus and this one makes it positive. So if we add here, it will become negative 3x squared. Then we bring down the positive 5 here. It will be plus 5x. Again, from here, we divide x into this initial term. If we divide, this x will cancel, and we just have one x remaining, so that is negative 3x. So we'll say minus 3x. Then this minus 3x, if we multiply with x, it's minus 3x. Minus 3x times minus 1, it will give us positive 3x. Then we subtract. When we subtract, this will become positive, and so with the negative here, since they are the same, it gives us 0. This minus will make this one a minus, so we can subtract. It gives us 2x. Then we can bring down the minus 2 there. At that stage again, we divide the x into 2x. That gives us 2, so positive 2. Then from there we multiply. 2 times x is 2x. 2 times negative 1 is minus 2. And if we subtract, this is 0, that is also 0. So it means it has ended. And that is to say, x cubed minus 4x squared plus 5x minus 2 is basically equal to, with this factor as the initial factor, x minus 1, and then the function there, x squared minus 3x plus 2. So this is what we have. Now all we need to do is just factorize this part, the quadratic function, to get the other factors. Because this is a quadratic factor, but we reduce it to two linear factors. So here the product is actually 2 and the sum is negative 3. Of course, this is minus the 1 times minus 2. This will give us positive 2. If we add the same ones, it should give us the sum which is negative 3. So from there, we'll simply have x squared. We split it into 2 minus x, and then minus 2x plus 2. That is x minus 1. Here we are going to have x as common. Then we will have again x minus 1. This side we have minus 2 common, x minus 1. Okay? And then from there finally we have x minus 1. X minus 1. Then this, that is x minus 2. So this one is actually the function if factorized. Then we have to equate it to 0. So if we just say x minus 1, x minus 1. Now x minus 1 is the same. So instead of me repeating it, I may just speak it once. X minus 2 equals 0. So from there we just find the zeros. This factor, if we equate it to 0 using the now factor law, because if numbers are multiplied they give you 0, then it means either this one is equal to 0, or that one is 0, or that one is 0. So you do that one, x minus 1 equals 0. It will give us x being equal to 1. It's the same thing here, it's repeated. So I won't do it once again because it's the same value. Then this one equated to 0, it will become x is equal to 2. So if we are to solve that equation, that is how we do it. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and share so that others can also learn. Thank you so much.